Hi there, Libra. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your March reading. If you haven't been to me before, there are two decks in front of me, the one and you. And on the left-hand side is the Angels of Healing and Hope. It's an oracle deck. I'll pull one card from there and then some tarot cards. It's just basically a brief message, anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. And it's just an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message. And I'm quite strict about it. I always say this. If it doesn't resonate, then please do not try and make it fit. That's not, you need to connect to it and it should feel right. And if it doesn't, then check out your moon or your rising signs instead. And the reason for that, the genuine reason, is that you don't always operate from your sun energy. Sometimes due to what's going on in a transits, you may be really connecting more with your moon energy that month or your rising. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can do an online search for a natal chart that will then allow you to put your birth details in, and then it will come up for you, show you what you are. I'm going to add the details of the decks I'm using in the description, as well as I have a buy me a coffee page. So if you feel you would like to support the channel, you can do. I drink copious amounts of tea, by the way, but I don't mind a coffee or two. Okay, so we have got air element. So this is all, well, it's perfect for you, isn't it, Libra? Because it's very much you are an air element. Clear out the clutter. Okay, I want to tell you before we dive into the reading that astrologically it's a monster month, a mammoth month. On the 3rd, we've got a full moon in Virgo and it's a lunar eclipse, which means that like habits and things that you organize, you know, if you've got like a little bit of OCD or any addictive patterns, or if there's anything like that, they tend to come to a head. You become very aware of the fact that it's not really serving you very well, or something brings it up to the surface around the 3rd. The real thing I want to talk to you about briefly is Aries. Aries is on steroids right now. And we've basically got Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, and Venus in Aries. Aries is the planet. Aries is the sign of the leader, me first. Leadership challenges. We're seeing that already play out on a global stage. Yourself. What's right for you, you put yourself first. It's very much about independence as well. So you've got sorry, just a slight pause, and I don't know if you noticed, but the dog was beating the door down. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to just see let love in as well. Okay, so you've got the stellium. So you've got my boundaries. What do I want? What do I dream of? What are my desires, my wishes? All of those sorts of things are very much in that Aries energy. And then so that's already there, that's 3. And then on the 10th, you've got Mercury entering Aries as well. Now, this is how we communicate. So you're now able to communicate all of these things. So the channels of communication start opening. You become really crystal clear about what it is that you want, what boundaries are important to you, etc., etc. And then it's topped off by, on the 20th of March, we've got the equinox and the sun enters Aries. So this is a monumental time from boundaries, leadership, going alone, going it first, you know, doing whatever's right for you individually. So individualism, individuality, and all those sorts of things. So it's quite an amazing time, and you can see the whole thing playing out now. Okay, so we've got air element, which is I need to think, clear out the clutter. I'm going to get rid of things and you need to let love in. Okay, we've got for Libra. That's what the angels are saying. Let's see what it's relevant to in the tarot. Okay, so with a monumental statement like that and Aries going on, what you've basically got at the beginning of the month is you've got an idea about your finances. And this is, so you've got the 5 of Pentacles, which is that I'm worried about money. You know, you've got money, but there's not enough of it for you. And actually, you're like, actually, it's hidden from you. You don't feel like you've got access to it, if that makes sense. So there's money there, but there's no access. But actually, you've got an idea, or you get some clarity around how you can actually get your hands on it, or how you can generate more. Okay, so money is very much the topic for you. And then you've got, it leads straight into this, it's money. Then it leads into, how do I balance the book? So it's we always say the oldest saying ever, which is robbing Peter to pay Paul, and it's about balancing your finances because you want to take care of money. So this is about you being independent. This is about you. Think about queens. They come from a very nurture. They've got leadership roles there, but they're in a very nurturing way around it. So you're nurturing your money, and you can see there she's looking at it and going, "How can I make this work better?" So I feel that you've got some idea. You're very focused on, I don't have enough. How can I balance the books a bit better because I need to take care of myself financially? And I believe that that is with regards to, yeah, because you want this money, you see, you've got this long-term plan to work for yourself or to create your own income. Excuse me, sorry. You want to create your own income. You want to become self-sufficient. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want to run your own business, but it's you want to be able to take care of yourself financially, as we all do. And then at the end of the month, you're having your say. You're being very assertive about, you've got the devil here, which is there's lots of temptation around you. This is about being true to yourself and true to your calling. And basically, when the devil comes in, the devil distracts us. You know, if you think about the devil, there's loads of temptation in our way that takes us off of our path, that takes us off of our, you know, it's what they say is just literally the temptation, isn't it? So the devil's in the detail, all of that sort of thing. So you become very focused and very assertive about the fact that you're not going to be distracted anymore. So whatever it is that was around you that's tempting in any way, and I feel there's a significant other person here that is doing a little bit of the tempting and distraction, you're very much like, no, I need to take control of this situation. And there's a little bit of, you kind of unsettle things. There's a little bit of chaotic energy there as well, where you are determined that you're not going to be in this situation for much longer, and you need to let the love in. So this is about the fact that when this says let the love in, it doesn't necessarily mean let the love life in, or let the love in as in I'm stone cold hearted. It's not about that. Love is energy. And energy is positivity. And as much as this sounds, I'm never really particularly good at the affirmations, but I want you to think about this. There's a saying that I learned aeons ago, and it really has sustained me. And if this is true about you financially, then I used to write, and you can write it down, money comes to me easily, frequently, and from unexpected sources. You will think and keep that with you. Write it on a piece of paper, chuck it in your purse, because at the end of the day, money is an energy. And if you're letting the love in, you're letting the positive side of things in. And as a result of that, there's a shift, okay, that allows you to then take charge of anything that was tempting and that was distracting to you, because you've got this future lined up where you want to be able to be self-sufficient. So the tarot is basically saying, you've got this nailed from a financial point of view. You're worrying about it, but actually you're about to stir things up a little bit to get rid of any distractions, because this is the right thing for you to do. And you need to take the blindfolds off and see things as they really are. Okay? And you have the positivity is really, really key to get you through the month. Okay, now you will be hearing lots of activities coming over the next couple of months from me, because I've got 1,000 decks to review. No, I don't. I've got quite a few though. So I will be hitting the YouTube channel with all of these lovely decks, these gorgeous new decks actually for you to have a look at. And then other than that, I'll be back next month with April. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful, and thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.